Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Esteemed Gentleman podcast for Friday, January 14th. I'm your host, Scott Labrie, and joined alongside me, Uncle Teabag Tyler Sutton.
Hello.
And all day after Shane.
Hello.
How you boys doing today?
Good.
Good. Very good.
It's Friday.
Enjoying this beautiful, slushy weather.
Mm-hmm.
It's lovely.
Foggy as a bitch out
foggy
there.
and oddly mild for mid-January, I will admit.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
like zero.
I'll take
minus
it.
one.
I'll take it.
It just came out of nowhere, too. It was like middle afternoon. Usually it's foggy in the morning, but middle afternoon it's like...
Oh, well, it's still so warm outside, right?
Got
so
a buttload of snow, and then the fog came, and
now there's giant creatures outside.
next the creatures will start coming out.
Yeah.
So I was going to say, somebody did some sort of ritual, I bet.
Guaranteed.
Guaranteed.
Them's the signs of a ritual.
Damn guaranteed.
That's a guarantee.
Yeah. Well, that's the podcast. We'll talk to you
We'll
later.
talk to you guys all on. So that's what we're doing tonight. We're gonna go to the tobogganing hill.
Yeah.
The hill in town, yeah.
The hill, the only hill, up by the water station.
I think
there.
now it finally has a good skip of snow, because before it was, when the snow first came, it was used a lot, then it dried out and there was like a barren piece of grass. Now there's finally snow again, so hopefully now it should be nice to slide on again. So I drive by it every day to work and you see it out of the corner of my
It's
windshield.
a man-made hill, correct?
I think so. I think that was
I-
dug out when they made the watering processing plant.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they just left it there.
Well, it's right there,
No,
right?
it's-
So yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
there's benches up there now, and it's like it's a whole thing.
I don't know why Oak Point doesn't have one of those.
it's hilly enough already. I mean, like,
But I mean, it's all hill, but it's
Yeah.
like a 35-degree hill. It's like you can't really pick up any speed or go anywhere.
It's got a consistent speed going.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like
more
the one the tobogganing or sledding place was what the fuck was it called? Frog Creek or something like that. It's just like in the bush in Oak Point there.
Probably north of Elk Point, that still, isn't it? Or-
No, like it's in town. Like you could walk to it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was kind of like on the north side of where I lived, and you would kind of go east. It was a real weird way to get there.
Interesting.
And yeah,
And it's pretty big.
not really.
Oh
No.
shit! Here I was
It was just
expecting.
like, it was just like a like a valley that was around.
Right.
So it's like, well, there you go. That's the place to go sledding, because
Yes,
where else can you go?
Where else can you go,
Right.
really? Yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking about going to where the county or the town has been putting their big ass snow piles.
Yeah.
And Leia loves climbing those. We went to Sunshine. They had a huge
Oh yeah.
mound in the back there, and
Driving home from work, because usually I take the back road, not the main street.
yeah,
It's like, man, it's like Game of Thrones, the wall back there.
it is. It's
huge.
massive this year. Well, we got a buttload of snow
Ton
this
of
year,
snow
though.
this year. It's nice. And yeah, it's
fucking nice.
Yeah.
And it's like right by the road. Like I feel like normally it's like pushed back a little bit, but it's like no, it's like right on the road. So it's like
Gotta watch for kids playing, because that's
Yeah.
not uncommon to see that either. It's just,
probably
Kids climbing up
Yeah,
there
all the
and-
time, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's the shit we used to do too all
Oh,
the
yeah.
time, man. Climbing hills is the best thing. Yeah, you get to the top and play King of the Hill, start kicking people. It's a good
That's
time.
a strange thing. Like all kids, I want. Like, there's a hill. I gotta get up
I
that
gotta
hill.
climb it.
Yeah,
Gotta
climb
climb
that
it.
hill.
Gotta climb that hill. Yeah.
It's like I'm tired of being small. I want to be up top. Up high.
I want to look down on everybody. It's in everyone's gut since the day they're born. I want to look
Absolutely.
down
That's
on you.
human nature, to be honest. Yeah.
Babies are just aspiring to, like, one day I'm going to look down on you.
Yeah.
The underlings that are taking care of me, I'm going to look down on you. I'll be the one in charge.
Look at
soon.
me. I'm
Look
the
at me.
captain. I'm
Yeah.
the captain now.
Yeah. I'm going to take your shit for now, but you just wait. I'll be at the top of this mountain looking down on you.
Yeah. Growing up, that was always the thing too. We always have big hill piles and take toboggans down them and everything else. But we never really had a hill. I don't know for you guys. We probably had something closer to your guys' place, but we never had nothing really. We all just got pulled by the quad or skidoo
Yeah.
and just whipped around the fields that way, because there wasn't really any hills nearby growing up. So.
There was a really big hill out by, well, it's closer to St. Line, like on the outskirts, like where the range line is. There's like a little slough area with like a big ass hill that we used to drive out there, take the sleds, and we'd hook up all four of our toboggans. So like two in the front and then two tied up to the backs of them, like those little orange calf puller toboggans. And Dad would take us out there and just go ripping. Sometimes we would just go for rides on that, but then he would take us out there and we go on the big hills, and it was a lot of fun. We go searching for like the biggest hill we could find, and then just spend the day out there. Toboggan. Yeah. Good stuff, man.
Did you guys ever have like at your school? Like, did they ever like pile up the snow and leave the snow there at the school.
Oh yeah.
And you guys would play on it and shit.
Oh
yeah. Same here, but they're like the teachers are do not climb on the snow pile. It's like,
yeah. Oh
yeah, like you're gonna tell 400 kids not to do something.
Exactly.
Yeah, let's be real, bud.
Good luck with that. Yeah.
We used to have, I remember it was a really racist game all the time. It was the French fries versus the English muffins. We used to have wars. So we would we'd set up forts, one on each end of the playground, and the whole playground was fair game, but there was a crystal that everyone was always after. It was like this big icicle. So like we would look for the biggest icicle we could have, and that was the crystal, and whoever owned it had all the power. So we would just fight, like literally fight to try and grab it and like take it back. So there'd be like wrestling. People would be like throwing ice balls and fucking beating the shit out of each other.
For 20 minutes, but I feel like 20 minutes, lifetime.
And it was like, I'm like, I'm not taking part in this. I don't want to be a part of this. And then it's like, oh, you gotta be a part of it. Then people just started like involuntarily becoming involved. Like even like some of the older elementary kids too started getting like pulled into it too. Yeah. It's like, hey, you're gonna go over there and you're gonna distract them. You're gonna do this and take these snowballs with you. And then we'd have like people like designated just making the ice balls. Like, it was a whole thing, man.
It was a warfare, man. It was a war zone. It absolutely was a war zone.
Yeah, kids cried.
Oh, of
kids
course.
laughed.
Yeah.
Take these grenades, but save one just in case you get captured.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh, and then there'd be like scraps, like one-on-ones. Oh, I can't remember who it was, but I kind of do, but I don't want to say who it was. But they just started duking it out, and one of our classmates, like one of the tougher guys in our class, took on one of the underdogs.
I think it was one of my class.
No, they were both my class. They were both my class, and
okay.
they was just like, so everybody stopped throwing snowballs and stopped like wrestling and stuff and doing whatever, and we just watched, and it was just like freaking fists and just. I think
I remember that. Yeah,
like, fuck you, whatever. It's like, oh my god, it was insane, and we're all like around in a circle, and the teacher's like, oh, teachers are coming, everybody scatter. And there's like kids bleeding and stuff. Yeah, it was wild.
There's some loyalty too as well, because you get into a scrap and you were like, "What happened? Nothing. Nothing happened. Nothing. No, they're all good. All good.
Yeah.
Look at the guys. Like one's kids bleeding. Oh, nothing happened. He fell.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Yeah. You wouldn't run each other, but yeah.
Yeah, it was an accident. It's fine. We just slipped. It's all good. Yeah, it was crazy, man.
Yeah,
kids are vicious, man.
The Wild West. Well, what do you expect? You making them read books like Lord of the Flies? Like, what do you expect?
Lord of the Flies.
Oh, that's a good idea. We should do that.
Yeah.
We should single people out and make little factions and pick on people. Just kidding. That's like reverse psychology. Yeah.
Yeah, I never got that crazy. Like, I mean, like most, usually always playing soccer, and like, I mean, it'd be not by the rules soccer. There'd be plenty of like tripping and body checking happening and stuff like that.
Right.
And every so often, it's like, all right, you tripped me enough times, and I just get up and deck somebody.
You went over your limit.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So,
all right, that's enough.
Yeah.
I got my fair share of detention in grade 6. Oh shit! And a few fights. Yeah.
Oh, bruiser. Oh man, I wasn't much of a. I was like the guy that would like instigate. I'd be like, okay, this guy's pissing me off. So I'd go to the other guy that was easily instigated and be like, he was saying something about your mom or something like that, and he would just be like, rah! And just like, yeah, stick him, get him. That's what you get.
Get him.
Guy in the background just like pulling all the strings. Yeah. So. I never really been not too many fights.
Same, and I got I didn't get in trouble with pretty much those in high school. Then it was like, okay, an hour and shit for stuff.
Yeah, I used to get in shit, but like just for doing stupid things.
Same,
though,
yeah,
like,
but never scrapped, never fought, never detentions for fighting.
Saying stupid things, or
yeah,
getting up and being dumb in front of the class or something. But that's about it.
Yeah,
not much of a scrapper myself. No, not really.
Yeah, it was just basically in grade 6. That was it. After that, never got really any other fights.
No.
After that, it was like, I feel like my grade was pretty. I mean, like we constantly like pick at each other and like bust balls and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
But like maybe there's like 1 or 2 fights, but like nothing like too crazy.
Yeah.
I remember like one time we had to get like like sensitivity kind of training or something like that from the vice principal.
Yeah.
Because one time we were getting changed in the change room after gym class, and one of my buddies was just picking on this other guy, and he's like, you know, like picking at him, like not really like bullying him, but like also he just razz him all the time.
Yeah.
Anyways, and like so he's just like threatening like to kick his like shirt, which was just like on the floor, and then like I think he like meant to like just kind of whiff on it, but he actually did kick it, and it like went right into the urinal. it was like, whoa, that got him mad. And then it was like, I think it almost came to blows there, but it didn't. And then, but also that got, like, word got out that happened. And the vice principal was like, all right, we're all getting together, all the boys, just the boys. The girls had a regular class, but just the boys were like, you guys can't be doing this, blah, 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 blah. It's like, they were trying to teach us about respect and all this other thing. And we're all just like, not taking it serious. Like, hey, next one of these meetings, can you bring Jello for everybody and like stuff like that? We're just didn't care at all.
Oh, wow.
Oh, little shits.
Wow.
It's like, whatever. It's just, your shirt went in the urinal, whatever.
Yeah.
Throw it in the laundry.
Yeah, exactly. Move on, right? Like, relax. Yeah, we were pretty shitty kids. Like, we weren't the worst class of the decade or whatever.
Oh God,
the K to 12. So I know that there were some pretty shitty kids.
Oh yeah.
Like shortly after us, I think there was a few classes that were pretty. Like my brother Jason's class there was a pretty interesting group of individuals.
Yeah.
But no, we used to razz teachers. I feel like when we were in senior high, we had a lot of new teachers came in, like fresh out of university, and we would just eat them alive, man. Like just like we wouldn't be bad. We would just like say stupid things and just condescending tones and stuff like that too. Like I don't understand what it is with kids. Like why do you feel like you have to be like that? The strong ones persevered, the weak ones were they were gone. Mental breakdown halfway through the semester and get a replacement.
Our grade was pretty famous on making like non-yelling teachers yell because not like we just would just continuously just talk in class like all the time. It wouldn't matter. Like, just keep talking. Doesn't matter.
My class was famous for making the one teacher who never ever freaked out over students freak out over a certain kid, and that never happens. But we can famously say like, yeah, we made him do that one time, and he like grabbed the kid like heads like fucking learn, and grabbed him behind the head, like grabbed him behind his neck, and like, told him to sit the fuck down and like sit and shut up. Oh yeah. And the teacher would never ever ever be like that, but he turned him just the right way and freaked him out.
We had a teacher in our junior high class in our seat. I'm not going to say which class it was. Anyway, because everyone will put two and two together listening to this. We're sitting there and we were all talking. And this guy, like, we've been fucking with him since day one. And it was like a week left until the end of the semester. And he's sitting there and he's staring at us. And we're all talking, and I'm watching him, and his face is starting to turn. It's not red anymore, because he was like a really pale guy with like blonde, like bright blonde hair. And his face used to like turn really red when he was pissed off, but it was like starting to turn purple now. I'm like watching, and everybody's talking around me, right? Like whatever, bullshitting and being stupid. I'm like, oh man, this guy's fucking pissed. Like something's gonna happen, like this guy's gonna snap. And sure enough, he grabs a meter stick and he's like, will you shut the fuck up? He's like, bang bang bang, there's splinters coming off the meter stick, and he stands up and he's holding this thing and he's vibrating, and I'm sitting there, I'm like the whole class just shut the fuck up. We were so terrified. Like I think it was grade 7. Was it grade, I can't remember what grade it was, but we were just like, my friend in front of me, he's like anybody laughing? And he looks over at us. He looks at Brad. And Brad's like, and I lost it. I started laughing. He's like, you think this is funny, something? I'm like, I'm just like laughing. And the guy in front of me was just like vibrating, like, Tyler, shut up. I'm like, I can't. I was terrified. I didn't think it was funny at all.
But the atmosphere was just like, it's humorous in that sense, yeah.
Holy fuck. He was so mad. I thought he was going to come up to me and shank me with this freaking meter stick. He was so mad. I think it was like a couple days later, he was gone. Because I guess his outburst was enough to, he was gone. But I mean, I don't blame the guy. Like, man. Have you ever had a situation where you made a teacher like come unglued like that?
Kind of, sort of, sometimes. Like, we had like a younger teacher, probably like she's like still in her 20s, maybe something like that. Like
fresh out.
Yeah, I mean she was probably been on the job for like 4 years or something like that.
Okay.
And like normally she was like kind of like a favorite among like grades before us, instead of like classes before, like bring her Tim Hortons and stuff like that. And, like,
oh wow.
Which should nicely. But like same thing. It's like we would prank her lots, And like, but like it's all kind of like a fun, like haha kind of thing.
Right.
Like some of it was kind of mean though. Like sometimes they put like the tape across like the door frame kind of thing.
Did you walk into that?
Yeah, sometimes that happened a couple times. A lot of times she would just like leave the class and we just kind of like shut the door and lock her out and kind of just like tape her key in the little window kind of the door.
Dude.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Mind you, none of this was me. I was like the quiet kid all the time. Like I was just like
You just watch everything on
yeah.
Yeah.
Or we would like, you know, like you have the login window of their computer. You just like drag it into the very bottom of the corner, or
Where they can't.
yeah, or like do the Control Alt arrow keys to like flip their screen upside down or something like that, and just like they'd have to call the computer teachers like my screen's upside down. So how do I fix this? Just anything to just delay class if like 10 minutes at all or something like that.
Yeah.
Wow.
We never had that kind of stuff. No, because we were like, well, computers and stuff were, pretty new still. We all had like the textbooks and projectors and stuff too.
All projectors all the time. Yeah.
Later
We
into
never
the
ever
year,
had a.
that's funny. Hearing that, like just pranking people, like bringing Tim Hortons to like, what?
Tim Hortons in school,
crazy.
as if.
Like, what?
Yeah,
right?
no.
But
You're lucky if you have your water bottle in there, because even that classes before got in shit for that, because they would sneak in like straight bottle of alcohol into water bottles. So at certain points, you weren't even allowed to have water bottles in class. Like, oh fuck.
sneaking in snuff and.
Well, you can just tell.
I never did any of that stuff.
No.
But yeah, they'd have like a bottle and it'd just be like a dark tan brown liquid in their bottles. Like, hey, we know what you're doing.
We know what you're doing.
Like,
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. No hats allowed. No drinks.
Yeah.
No nothing like that.
No hats is the same thing.
Yeah.
That one I think is more like just like
That's
a safety thing of
safety,
like
and I think it's
so
a
they
dress
can
code
know
stuff, right? Yeah.
that's a person, like a student, not some random dude who walked in with a hat.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, it's always a dress code thing too, but that's just
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy.
No, I didn't have much experience either. We were pretty good with our teachers too. A lot of the ones we got, especially in high school, were like pretty new, and we all got along with them pretty good. So the odd one that we did, like we thought it'd be really funny to like roll up some paper towels to look like joints and put it on one guy's desk. And they go, "Oh, we're gonna get a call with this, right?" But never did. You can just tell the paper towel rolled up. Like, oh yeah, really funny guys.
Oh
like,
god,
idiots. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stupid shit like that, right?
Yeah.
So. No, and we all got along pretty good with our teachers. Junior high, though, I don't remember much. I remember hating it, but I mean, how it was with teachers, I don't really remember.
Yeah,
at
junior
all.
high was a weird.
Yeah.
I think that's like that with everybody though. Junior high is kind of like a weird
Yeah.
developmental stage for everybody too, and just kind of like.
But looking at it now, I wouldn't want to be a junior high teacher because knowing some of the kids that age, fucking
they're
little
the
shits,
worst,
right?
man.
Oh man, like
And there's a reason why they say being a junior high teacher is the worst job you can get, man, because they're crazy. They're retarded. Man.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
yeah, if I would be a senior high teacher for sure, because like you get along with those kids at that age, they're awesome to deal with. Right?
Yeah,
So,
exactly. You
yeah.
you present yourself like because we had teachers, like some of them we would just walk all over in high school. Other ones, it's like you walk in there and it's immediate. Like they demand respect, and they will ruin your life if you don't respect them.
Oh,
but
yeah.
they're not there to ruin your life. They're there to teach you, and they make it very clear. Like like I'm not here to fuck around. We're here to learn, and we're here to whatever. Like if you do a good job, then
have fun
then you
doing
can
it,
do
yeah.
whatever. Like you get little perks here and there, but I mean whatever. But if you did something like we had one, our math teacher, you probably know
Oh, I know,
exactly.
yeah.
You know exactly who that is.
Yeah.
I'd be sitting there, and I'd go and I'd start talking, and all of a sudden it would just go completely silent, and I'd be like, "Oh, he's staring at me again." I look over, yep, he's staring at me. I'm like, "Sorry, I'm sorry," and I would get back to it. Whatever. That was it. All you had to do was look.
But he is.
Then you
one
got
of
other teachers
yeah.
like, "Can I get everybody to be quiet? I'm gonna count to 3." It's like, "Hey,
Oh.
dude, we're not in elementary anymore.
If you're doing
what
that,
are you doing?
Yeah.
Get the
You got a
fuck
few of
out of
those.
here."
Like, yeah, get out of here. Yeah, no. So
Yeah.
Yeah. My math teacher would like just stand there at the front of the class and just wait till everybody's done talking. Sometimes it would take like 10 minutes of class, and you just
Oh, yeah.
stand there and just keep waiting.
That's a hit and miss strategy.
Oh, yeah.
it
it is,
yeah.
yeah.
It's like, all right, cool. We wasted 10 minutes to class. Thanks,
Yeah.
everybody. And then we're all just like, okay.
Yeah.
Feel a little bad, but
Right.
like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. We had one teacher too where man, all these flashbacks. We had this one teacher, we came in and we started talking. And I don't know, it must have been an accumulation of everything that's been happening, and she was just like so pissed off, and she was an older lady.
Yeah.
And then she just went on a rant for an entire period, like a 40-minute period of why we need to respect her and listen to her and do this and do this and do this and do this. The whole entire class went by. We didn't learn anything. That whole entire class, you just had a whole went on a whole tangent. And we're like, sweet.
Yeah.
Perfect. No homework, no nothing. Like, this is great. Whatever, man. But yeah, it's terrible. Terrible kids. Terrible kids. I don't know if I could be a teacher.
I thought about it. I said it to be one.
I had considered it too, and one of my brothers and a few other people had said that I'd probably be an okay teacher, but I don't know if I'd have the.
It's the patience. I'd be like, oh, if I had the patience for
patience.
it, I think I would.
And it depends on the subject.
That's why I would be like junior high, because at least at elementary, it is too young to kind of like. Some days are really good, some days are really bad. Junior high, same thing. High school, I think, would be like, you know what, they're still on somewhat of a brain length, so you can get along with them and try to get through them how. But with kids, like with elementary especially, there's no freaking way I do that.
Yeah,
that's even worse. Yeah, I'd be like, okay, like try to get them to calm down and sit down and
just be like, like grade 1, 2, like where it's just like, you're cute and like it's like you just all you have to do is just raise your voice a little bit.
Like,
yeah, exactly.
Petrified.
Yeah. No, for sure. And they kind of know, like, they're not testing your boundaries like when they do when they get older, right?
Oh,
like 5, 6, 7, grade 8, whatever. But, yeah, I don't know. It's tough. It's definitely a job that it's not easy. It's not a very easy job to do.
No, definitely not.
For sure. My brother, my youngest brother is actually a teacher, and he tells me some stories, and it's not the kids that are the issue anymore.
No, it's the parents. Yes, the parents.
It's taken a complete 180 now, man. Like it's wild. There was a funny meme I saw on Facebook about that, about how it's like the kid sitting there getting in trouble from the teacher, and the mom is standing beside the teacher, like looking down on the kid, like
why?
And then it's like now it's the teacher the mother or the father screaming at the teacher, and the kid sitting in the back smiling like, hey, I got away with this. Mom and dad are gonna sort you out and whatever, right? Like I feel like it's
so wrong
how
that
it
way,
seems to be now. And
it is. That
then my
way
brother's, says kind of the same things, but that's crazy.
I think now, but especially nowadays too, it's gone through a transition for learning too. Because now with distance learning, how you even do it nowadays, I don't even know.
I don't.
Yeah. It's like
I don't either.
Yeah, like,
they're learning shit in grade 7 that we learned in grade 12.
Yeah.
Like we're gonna have a whole bunch of overeducated little pussies. Like
bunch of
overeducated pussies coming from a boomer. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not a boomer, by the way.
Johnny Lawrence.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's my niece is going to school to be one, and I'm curious to see how it's going to be for her because she's doing her education to be a teacher. A lot of it is learning as well. So it's like, well, that's going to be odd to learn to be a teacher this way. So it's not really teaching. It's just just weird, right? But yeah. Okay, and I see some kids who need the in-person training and teaching, and they're not getting that because of how it is right now, and it's falling behind. Yeah, it's fortunate.
I'm the kind of guy who had to be like in the room with the teacher,
same.
Visual, like, but with them to like go over things with me a few times. Even though I tried to fight and say, I'm not like those kids, I'm going to take the pure, failed. Shit. Maybe they were right. Taking the applied.
Like I look at my 14-year-old nephew now, and he's doing lots of distance stuff, and it's like, myself at his age, there's no way I would like pass anything at this thing, because I would be so distracted, and so like, you need that in-person thing, right? So yeah. What
is happening up there?
Wow.
She knows we're down here.
Oh yeah, I think so.
She's like, come on up. Man, went from snow to teachers to
education.
long conversation about high schools.
About schools.
There's lots to talk about.
Education's important.
Could have went back to the library, porn surfing. That's what we used to do. That was our old episode. We already talked about that, but those were good times.
Yeah.
Jesus. Yeah.
If you had to teach a subject, what would you teach?
That would be computers. Yeah, that's what I'm going to go for to begin with. I was going to be a social and computers teacher.
I feel like social studies would be a good one.
Yeah, my one teacher, John Spoppen, was who I kind of mirrored in high school. I did my bracketing under him and everything else. That's what I was going for. He did social studies and.
See, we never had him for social studies. No. We had him for computer class.
We didn't have him, but that's what he did. That's what he was telling me about the program he went for.
Okay.
Yeah, he did junior high. And we had no teacher for that, but he was telling me, how it worked for that and everything else there. So
right.
He was one I wanted to kind of follow with that. But then, life goes a different way.
Right?
This is not too late now. I'm only
See, like-
35. I could go back, but yeah.
Yeah, I would like to do like I remember it wasn't really like a curriculum or an actual like class to take, but like doing theater was my absolute favorite.
Yeah.
It's like learning lines, acting, and like stage production, all that stuff. Man, that was everything. That was the best. And
Drama
then
teacher.
yeah, like be a drama teacher. That'd be great. Then I could become prime minister.
Yeah.
I'd be like the top tier.
Yeah,
baby.
it's quite the transition from teacher to prime minister.
Yeah, it'd be perfect. You know, like, that's all you have to be. But no, like
But you know the
that
name-
would be.
You know the name for it. You can't do
That's
it,
true.
unfortunately.
That's true. We're not going to get political here.
Yeah.
We could do it. But no, I think drama teacher would be a lot of fun, and then that like even like video making and stuff too, just to see like because some kids can be so creative and just show them how to harness that ability. Like because I feel like I had all of that want and drive to do it, but there was just like in the
think
middle
nowadays-
of hillbilly Vilma they're like, what are you gonna?
I think nowadays too
what are
as
you gonna
well.
learn about that?
In today's like media centric world, like even like teaching a video editing class would be like the go-to as well, right? 'Cause
Right.
nowadays,
Just basic stuff. Yeah.
Photoshop and like Adobe stuff like that. Because nowadays
that would have been great.
yeah.
I did photo. Well,
I missed all that.
part of
Yeah.
my computers class was doing Photoshop. That's why.
I would have.
So we never
honestly,
had that.
like,
we had mostly it was mostly typing in our computer classes back in the
That's
day.
all it was for us
Yeah,
was typing.
and then
How many
PowerPoint
words?
and Word, and it's like, okay, cool. Like you have the fundamentals to use it, which every kid now knows nowadays. But like,
Right.
do like how about the more advanced stuff, like video editing software, Adobe, Photoshop, and stuff where
Yeah.
nowadays where
Illustrator,
they're in
whatever,
huge
yeah.
demand for. Yeah, so yeah,
Right. Yeah, that'd be cool. What
Yeah.
about you, Scott? What would you teach?
Yeah, either probably computers or probably like math, like pure math or something like that.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
That's daunting. No way for me, man.
That was my best class was pure math and calculus and stuff like that. Like,
You're a wizard, Harry.
oh, dude, like
Fuck you talk about that, it's making me sweat. Like I don't even want to be in the same room as you because you're so superior to me. Because I fucking it makes my skin
I'd
crawl.
be like, not to toot my own horn, but like I'd always be like you go through the lesson or whatever, and then it's like, all right, do these questions and that'd be your homework or whatever. But
Right.
like you could if you finish doing it in class, you'd have the rest of the class to start working on it. And if you finish in class, like you could play chess or play Magic the Gathering or something like that. So it's like I'd always be like the first one done. The homework and stuff like that, and I'd always be the first one done in my tests, and like I would have gotten a lot higher math mark if I double checked my work and stuff like that.
Because you just burned through it
Well,
probably.
a lot of times it's just like I accidentally wrote a minus instead of a plus or something, so I made
yeah.
Just a
one little-
grammatical error, not
one
an
little
actual.
number error or something like. Otherwise, the whole work would be fine, kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Right.
But so if I just did the test twice in a row, I would have had time to do the same test twice, and I probably would have had a lot better math mark. But
You just wanted to do the stuff after.
yeah, just like I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, right. So nice. Damn. Yeah, that was not me, man. Oh, and you were probably the go-to guy when people couldn't understand how to do it.
Yeah,
People would probably come to you and ask how you do it, probably
kind of thing.
instead of the
Yeah.
teacher. You're
I
probably
was
the
like, yeah,
go-to
just do this. But the thing is, I'd just kind of explain it how the teacher kind of explained it. It's like, yeah, just do this. And they're like, what? And I'm like, well, I don't know how to explain it better to you.
I understand.
I'm not a teacher. So-
Right. Well, we used to have classmates that would just be like, oh, okay, well, he's telling you to do it like this, but I mean, just think of it like this. Do this, this, and this.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay, that makes sense, right? Instead of, the teacher being like, carry the one when MC squared, or not MC squared, that's fucking whatever, quantum physics.
Physics, I guess.
But
Yeah.
I took one day of that, and I walked out. I'm like, no, I'm not doing this. I don't even know why I walked in there. I should have known better. But
Surprisingly, physics was weird for me because it is a lot of math and a lot of equations, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And I'd do the work, the homework, just fine. But for some reason, whenever I got to the test, it'd be and I would never study either, which probably didn't help.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
well, because always well, I did the work and I got it all right. It's easy. So I don't need to study. And then I get to test and I did good on that test, and it comes back you got 65 or 70. I'm like,
Huh.
weird. Okay.
Yeah.
But
Oh man, that was my best mark.
yeah.
If I got over 60, 65,
yeah.
that would be my absolute best mark.
In high school, yes, that was after when I upgraded in college and everything else. Oh yeah, I was getting 80s and 90s because my issues in high school with a lot of time was the teacher itself, and not so much the subject. Because when I upgraded, and maybe I matured too as well, but when I did upgrading, like I went to did pure math and pure physics, and I was getting like 80s and 90s, no problem. Like it was easy, but I felt maybe because the teacher was better or what. But I found in high school, I'm like this, like the teacher just would not. I couldn't understand what was coming to me sometimes. I just thought it was being taught or what, or most likely it was my mindset back then. But,
I guarantee that's what it is. Because when you're older, you're out of high school, it's like, okay, well, I want to become this person, but in order to do that, I have to have this knowledge in order to even get started on this. Mm-hmm. So you got to go upgrade. It's like, okay, I want this, so I'm going to figure this out. I'm going to sit down, I'm going to relax. I don't have people thinking about parties and whatever pranks and shit like that and fucking around.
A bunch of adults there being there for a reason. There's a bunch of kids in there because you have to be.
Right.
I think that was mostly it too as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would never go through that again, though.
No way.
Fuck that.
Do you guys still have the odd nightmare about being back in school?
Nope.
I still get the odd one.
That has almost been completely removed, except for like the few little shenanigans that I went through, and that was it. Everything else, I'm just like, I couldn't
odd,
be
like,
fucking bothered.
I forgot to do this assignment or something every now and then.
It's funny. Like I used to have those quite a bit.
Yeah.
Until like I started working at like in radio and that sort of thing. Like all those like just all kind of disappeared.
Yeah.
And it's like, maybe this is like I'm like finally like happy in life kind of thing where it's like I'm not thinking about like the good old days of high school anymore. It's like now my life is. Now I'm at a better point kind of thing. Like that's what, the weird psychology that I thought about it.
Right?
No, I still got the odd like, oh my god, and then there's some gym like, oh wait, I'm an adult now. What the fuck am I worried about now? It's just it's just the odd like time I'll forget the odd assignment. But I mean, I was the guy who went to school like 4 times for 4 different things. Yeah. So like I finally went to school in my 30s to be a participant. So it wasn't like most of my 20s was in and out of college. So
right.
Like I'd always like be like, all right, we're upgrading. Like doing upgrading like kind of thing of like high school, but it's like be all the same. So all my classmates like we're all upgrading for like the 3rd time or something like that. It's like this isn't right.
Right.
Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah, I have no interest to go back to school for anything. Even going back to part school, I'm like, ugh, I don't know if I can do this. And it was just like I'm sitting there and again, I'm learning. I'm like, ugh, I don't want to be here, man. So I guess some things don't change. Maybe some people are just. Like
do you have to go like to school for that, or can you like do
that to be a journeyman? You have to.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's almost at the point now where you can just do it online now.
Yeah, it's all online now. Yeah, so,
before it was you have to go in there.
It was pretty much 3 years, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 6 weeks, and the second year was like the meat of the year.
Well, like I guess going to school is putting your life on hold, but like to work and then put your life on hold for a year or whatever, 6 months, whatever, how long it takes.
Oh, 6 weeks.
6 weeks.
Yeah,
that's not
but still, yeah. Like,
but I still like to go to.
That's why I'm like, it wasn't bad because for a month and a half I was, doing this, but to go back to school full time again, be like, I couldn't really do that again. Yeah. That's almost out of the question now.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
And if I do something else, I have to go.
Unless it was for something that I was actually legitimately interested in, then I would have a heyday probably. But
still trying to balance that with work is like, how the hell do I do this?
Yeah. Right. That's like why I chose the one school for my broadcasting, because it was like 8 months. You're in, you're out, because all the other ones were like 2 years or something like that. It's like I can't like 26. I don't want to be to school for 2 years or whatever. Like I just
but I went to school with a guy back in 2010 when I was first upgrading. He was going for his 2nd year of education. He was 46. I'm like, that's like, cool, bud. Yeah,
that's what they say. They like it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like, you can always be learning stuff and whatever. But like I still dream about going to like Vancouver Film School and just going to school there.
Yeah.
But it's like I look at the financials of it and like the feasibility. It's like I know it would benefit me and I would find networking and I could probably do it, but it's like I just don't have the money. There's too much risk. That's my issue. There's too much risk and not enough knowing like, will it pay off? Will it actually like
too many variables? Yeah,
there's too many variables, and now here I am, just fucking playing it safe.
We're here for you. Yeah, we're here for you.
Playing it safe my whole fucking life. Like an idiot. Boy, that's a whole nother road to go down, brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
Well,
that was our
TED Talk.
TED Talk. Yeah, that was a kind of wild episode.
Yeah.
Pursue your dreams. Don't be like me.
That's the moral of the episode.
That's the moral.
Don't be like Teabag.
Grab life by the balls and twist them until you get what you want.
There you go. Well, that's going to do it. Thank you so much for watching on YouTube. Like and subscribe. If you're listening on a podcast service, give us a rating, subscribe to the feed. Head over to our Facebook page, like the page, and you can ask us a question for Ask Us Anything next month, and you can also submit a topic if you want. Mm-hmm. We also got a Twitter account. Nothing gets posted to that ever, but you can follow it.
Yeah, go check it out. Leave a comment. Maybe we'll see it.
Yeah, I mean...
that'd be funny.
If we get followers on there, maybe I might have to start posting on there.
But yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
I always kind of forget about that.
Cross-posting.
Well, when we first set it up, I was like, I'm getting all the socials done. I didn't make an Instagram account. Probably should make an Instagram
We don't take
account.
photos anyways.
I think Instagram would be a good one, though. There's a lot of
if you did all Warhammer stuff.
A lot of people. That's your job. You're the Instagram guy now.
No! Oh, fuck Instagram.
All right. We'll be back here Monday. Thank you again for watching and listening. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.
Goodbye, everybody.
See yas.